A ticket to the Copa del Rey final. Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid, the second leg of this semifinal in the Copa del Rey at the Wanda Metropolitano. And Barcelona, they must win this game. You guys have heard it before. This is a must-win game. I have to say it. Barcelona, they have a chance to win silverware in this competition. And Atletico Madrid, they're the opposition that stands in our way. But guys, before I get into the lineup predictions, reacting to some of the news about this game, guys, please like up this video, subscribe if you are new. Road to 800 subs, we are almost there, so subscribe if you haven't, and let's get straight into it. Also, give me your thoughts about this game. What is your prediction? But guys, let's get straight into it, because Atletico Madrid, they are actually having a really tough time right now in their season. In La Liga, they lost to Getafe just a couple weeks ago. 2 late goals conceded. And also, they lost to us in that 4-2 crazy remontada that we had. Lamine Yamal took off his shirt, and it was a crazy game. Ferran Torres scored a brace. Robert Lewandowski with that volley. And also, just the other week, they tied to Espanyol. So Atletico Madrid, you can see their La Liga hopes, in my opinion, it has fully faded. It's Real Madrid or Barcelona for me that will be winning this title. And Atletico Madrid also, like I mentioned, in the Champions League, they are out. Real Madrid beat them on penalties. And ultimately, Atletico Madrid, Simeone, Alvarez, Griezmann, of course, we have to be wary of their counterattack. There are some reports that they might play a more offensive approach. Are they going to press us? It's going to be interesting to see. But Atletico Madrid, they are out of all competitions, in my opinion. La Liga will be very hard for them to win, right? Almost impossible. They're out of the UCL. Real Madrid knocked them out in penalties. This is all Simeone and his men have to play for. And honestly, I'm expecting a very tough, intense game because, in my opinion, guys, actually, I feel like it's a fact. Simeone is one of the best managers. He riles up his players regardless of the lack of trophies, the lack of success. That is what he does. And Atletico Madrid, I think they're going to give it one more go, but will it be enough to beat Barcelona? For me, I do have to admit, I do like the form that we are in 2025. We have won every single game besides 3, and all 3 of those games have been draws, right? And we basically are undefeated in 2025. We haven't lost, I think, a game until Atletico actually in that 2-1 game where Sorloth scored a last-minute goal. And by the way, that guy Sorloth, we need to keep him in check because Sorloth, this guy scores against us, I feel like, every single game, and then he goes back to the media and he speaks about Barcelona like we're some small club like Leganés. Guys, Inigo Martinez, do a job on it. Ronald Araujo, Cabarsi, whoever starts, Hansi Flick, that defense, please keep Sorloth in check. For me personally and for the Barcelona fans. But back to Lewandowski. I feel like that he came up clutch the other day in La Liga against Girona, and we're going to need it again. Robert Lewandowski, I feel like, is one of our most important players. I think we're going to go as far as Robert Lewandowski takes us. How good can his goal-scoring form be for us in these big games in La Liga, UCL, and the Copa del Rey? And of course, Rafinha is back, guys. There are reports Rafinha, it's not an actual injury, but Rafinha was dealing with extreme fatigue, which makes sense because he ultimately did come back from South America without any rest. He played a game in South America against Argentina, a physically demanding game, but he will be back probably 99% chance, I feel like, that he'll be in the lineup. Rafinha will be good to go, and I think we need Rafinha. In this game, we're going to need a goal from Rafinha. I think he will get one because he has shown a nick for the big games to show up. And Lamine Yamal, last time the hero versus Atletico Madrid, he took off his shirt, he celebrated, and Lamine Yamal, he's had some great games against Atletico Madrid, against Javi Galán in that 4-4 also. I think he's going to have a good game because overall, Lamine Yamal, he does Lamine Yamal things. But I do want to move on to my lineup if I was Hansi Flick. And ultimately, I do actually think that this will be the exact lineup. I don't think Cabarsi will start. Of course, he's coming back from an injury. I think Ronald Araujo and Inigo Martinez, who actually overall have been a pretty good partnership. I know we conceded that 1 goal to Girona, but outside of that, they didn't have much. I think Araujo and Inigo paired with Balde and Koundé on the flanks. Of course, Szczesny's going to start, Hansi Flick's number 1. Frankie de Jong is going to start for me. Pedri's definitely going to start. Lamine Yamal, lack of rest, but he's going to start again. Let's be real, guys. Lamine and Rafinha will be starting. Robert Lewandowski, the number 9. You can call him old. You can call him Unk. You can call him whatever. I don't care as long as he scores the goals for Barcelona. And Fermin Lopez will probably be starting. I doubt to see Pablo Torre start in these big games, but ultimately, I do think that Fermin will get the start. I hope he scores. I hope he at least gets an assist. The last game, Fermin, you could tell he was firing shots. He was eager to score. And in my opinion, it's definitely a good enough lineup to take us to the final. But I want to speak about the bench because there is one guy that's feeling like a 12th man. Ferran Torres, guys, when I say this, it is shark season. Ferran Torres, I thought that his purple patch ended, but clearly not. Ferran Torres has been scoring for us, and he's been scoring some big goals this season. And ultimately, I could see a close game where Atletico, it seems like they might play with a different approach to FC Barcelona. And I could see a tough game and Ferran Torres potentially scoring the game winner. And Ferran, handsy flick, please sub him in. If it's a tight game, you know what to do. Ferran Torres, the shark, he's been scoring, he's looked sharp, and he's doing the business. He's providing the goods for FC Barcelona, and that's all I care about. Of course, we also got Pablo Torre on the bench. Other than that, maybe an Eric Garcia, Cabarsi to see out the game. I don't see too much from the bench. Of course, Dani Olmo, he is injured, and that really sucks because Dani Olmo, I call him the glue, and it would be really, really nice to have Dani Olmo in this type of game. Hopefully, he returns for the UCL, but it is what it is. FC Barcelona, guys, handsy flicks, man, right? Lewandowski, Lamine, Rafinha, the boys, they got to show up. And Barcelona, I think that we will be going to the final. I'm actually going to be predicting 3-2. I think it's going to be a more offensive game. I think Atletico might press us more. They seen that parking the bus doesn't work clearly because the last 2 times we played them, we scored 4 on them both times. So I'm actually going with 3-2 Barcelona, and I actually do think that this game will go to extra time. I think Atletico Madrid, this is their last go. They're going to go hard, so we got to bring the intensity. They're going to bring the heat. We got to do the same. We got to match them, and I think our talent will pull through. So Barcelona 3, Atletico Madrid 2. Let me know who you guys think will win man of the match. What is your score prediction? Let me know in the comments down below. And that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe, road to 800 subs, and I'll see you on the next one. Visca Barca.